love to be married. That's fun, but I would definitely be like, it would be definitely an open marriage
Okay.
because I can't like nothing wrong with being with people being with someone forever, but I'm not gonna sit here and really like tell myself, okay, so I'm only gonna this one for the rest of my life. That's up.
Welcome to the S.Banks and the JD Network podcast. I'm your host, S. Banks, and I'm Joe, my co-host.
JD.
Okay, so what are we talking about today?
Woman gets cancelled on TikTok for exposing how women are big cheaters.
Oh, I thought only men cheat. I thought that was just one-sided.
Well, apparently not.
Yeah. We got two clips for you today. We're going to break down those clips. We're going to speak about cheating. It's all good, but let's play the clips, come back and get the conversation started.
Yep.
I don't want to waste any more time. Here's clip number one.
I've seen so many more women cheat. And being a woman myself, I get to be an insider to the things that women talk about. And yes, they will admit to one another that they cheat, but you will never hear an ounce of remorse. They always victimize themselves. What they'll say is, instead of saying, you know what, I cheated, it was wrong, it was dishonest of me, it was betrayal, and I'll never do it again, what you will hear is, well, I cheated because I had to. He wasn't giving me what I needed and what I deserved as a woman. And all the other women will, jump right in and, be victims and victimize her, saying, oh, you poor thing. He should have treated you better. You take care of his kids and you do this and you do that. And he should have appreciated you more and you wouldn't have had to go screw another man. But it's really quite scary how they do that. But they're never remorseful, and they always shift the blame.
Okay, that was the end of that clip.
Yep.
We can end the podcast here, but we're going to give you our thoughts. She's speaking the unflattering truth of female nature. Did any of what she said resonate with you? That's you particularly, but people put in the comments. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts as a female?
Are women cheaters?
Well, we know women are cheaters, but they're not remorseful and they justify non-accountability, that kind of thing. Where you at with it?
Well, first of all, women do cheat, and they cheat a lot. Just like she said, we're females, so we are around other females, and you hear all the gory, juicy, sipping that tea sort of stories. So there are a lot of women that's not forgotten the word already.
Garden tools. Let's use garden tools.
No, I wasn't gonna say. They're not remorseful, not garden tools.
I'm just saying the garden tools, right?
Well,
Okay.
I guess so.
Okay. Should men be worried? If they're in a committed relationship, should they be worried that their women are living a lifestyle of being promiscuous and not doing what they said they were supposed to do?
Should men be worried?
Yeah.
Well, if women are not doing what they're supposed to do and they're being promiscuous, then yes.
But he ain't gonna know that. But okay. In my experience, I have dealt with chicks where they'll shock you, and it's like, whoa, they got a man, they married. Don't get me wrong. I don't condone, sleeping with married women or women in relationships. But some of the times I didn't know that they was in relationships. It's just that when I'm linking that I was with the chicks, and this is multiple women, not just one. So I'm linking a chick. We chilling. We doing our thing. We've done our thing now. Cool. Her phone rings. She's telling me, shh, don't say nothing. And I'm like, what? Is it your mom or something? So you're younger at the time. No, I said boyfriend. And as I got older, it's the boyfriend. The same thing happened again. And they're like, shh, don't say nothing. There's the boyfriend. Then I've had guys call my phone. Do you know like such and such? I don't want to call no names because that would be snitching. But do you know such and such? And obviously, I know how to play ball. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then the chick will call you back and say, safe, man. I'm glad you didn't bait me up like that, man. I appreciate that. And I'm like, but why you told me you had a man? Why you told me that, man? I'm just saying. So I know from my own personal experiences that these things are, listen, they're extremely common. Women are cheating at almost a 50-50 rate
To
that
men.
men are cheating, and there's more women than men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I was actually going to ask a question, which is, do women cheat less than, equal to, or more than men? And like you said, is very close to 50-50 with men. So ladies, that's terrible, because women will complain all day that men are cheaters. So for you to be cheating almost as much as men, then it says a lot.
Okay, but we would argue that men today that up to 30, 18 to 30 are not smashing as much. There's 30-year-old virgins, right? Women want top tier men, men that are in the top 20% of men, and sometimes you can argue the top 15% of men. So those men are the dudes that are typically going to be cheating. So what about the 80% of men that are not really getting girls? So then we're comparing 20% of men to almost 100% of women. So in my opinion, from my experiences also, I would say women cheat more than men.
Well, if you look at it that way, then yeah.
By that logic, women, listen, man, I know female nature. Chicks is gonna say, where do you meet these women?
They're all
I just
over.
played the clip. And I could have played many more clips. I'm just saying. Let me ask a couple of questions.
Okay.
Women were very quiet on this one. Is it because they was exposed? Because if you look at the comments, women were real quiet. Raw, we let the cat out of the bag.
Meow.
Where you at with that? And people put in the comments.
When it comes to stuff like that, women are not gonna rail up and have an opinion and be all up in the comments and bashing and whatever else. They're gonna be like, shush man, like why are you telling people? Exactly.
Why are you baiting me up?
That's how it's gonna be, innit? So you're not gonna see much backlash or people, you know, saying certain things. Like the title says, they're trying to cancel her because they're being baited up.
She exposed the truth.
Exactly. So I don't know. That's just how it is.
Let me ask another question. If a guy can do it, so can a woman. Where are you at with it from a female?
If a guy can cheat, a woman can do it.
Like multiple bodies. So she goes
Okay.
around, she's in a committed relationship, whether she's married or just in a long-term relationship, whatever, right? She's said to the person, I do, as in, oh, we're together. She goes out and cheat. Men do it, but if a man can do it, can a woman do it too?
First of all, physically, obviously, women can cheat just as much as men, right? But are women supposed to do it? No. Is it the same as when men cheat and women cheat? No, it's not the same,
Why do you think it's not the same?
because men look at our past and women look at men's futures. So
Okay.
if you have, as a female, if you have a bad past and you got bodies on you and you've been around the block or whatever else, it doesn't look good on you.
Doesn't it-
And that's what the men care
Doesn't
about.
it also display bad decision making,
Yes, that too.
brokenness? We'll talk about that later on. Women often shame the bearer of bad news. The chick got cancelled because she told the thing, man. Other chicks be like, you didn't shut the F up. You're getting cancelled because we can't have you spilling these glorious, horrible, nasty things that we do to these men. But society obviously paints women as these innocent angels that can do no wrong. And I think there's so many platforms that are speaking on female nature. A lot of other women that are coming to the front line and saying, hey, you know what? This is what it really is. Not like men didn't know anyway,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying.
I think people are speaking out more because it's not helping society, is it? Certain things is not helping society. What's the word? The something needs to come down. I can't remember the word.
The
right now.
gynocracy,
That's it.
the scaffolding. Let's
Yes.
break that down.
It needs to come down.
Break
So
down that building.
more and more people are talking about stuff like that.
Yeah, that whole, yeah, I get it.
I have actually got a few questions also.
Ask away.
Well, this is kind of a no-brainer, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Do women admit to cheating and take any form of accountability?
Some do,
Mhm.
most don't. That's in my opinion. That's in my experience. I haven't, to my knowledge, had a woman cheat on me. Not that I know. I'm not saying no woman has ever done that, but I think more time when a woman's cheating, she always, like the lady was saying, she always goes, but the reason why I done it is because he was blah, blah, blah. And then they justify, just say you was wrong, man. But when a man gets held to the torch, oh, he's this and he's that and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And that's my gripe with that situation, but it is what it is. What else do you want to ask?
Well, I was gonna kind of ask what you kind of said. My question was, do women usually have a good reason why they cheat? Because women will typically put all the blame on men.
Is there ever a good reason to cheat?
No.
Why don't you leave the relationship if you're unhappy or whatever?
Exactly. Well, that's how I view it, but other people view it differently. So put in the comments if you have a different view in regards to that.
Okay.
But yeah, do y'all have a good reason as to why you cheated? And usually they're gonna blame the man. I cheated because he wasn't doing this and he wasn't doing that and he cheated on me and he this and
but
blah, blah,
men
blah.
are walking away from dating. So because of, like, you say to women, like, say the woman exposed female nature. What we all know, it's not rocket science. No one's shocked by the information, right? You say you're screening and vetting, you're chatting to women be like, where do you meet these women? My friends are not like this. I don't know where you meet these kind of chicks. Like to say, man, stupid, and we're just making this up. It's just something that we come up with out of thin air. Like, really, come on, man. The cat's out of the bag. You're telling me, right? I'm not saying you personally, but okay, I get that women move in certain circles, but you telling me you ain't got a friend that's a hoe? Come on, man.
I think.
Or knew a friend that was a hoe, whether you roll with them or not. But come on, it's like me saying all my dudes that I got around me or had around me is all successful. I don't know no waste man. Come on.
First of all, I'm sure everyone has had someone who was a hoe.
Multiple. We keep it 100.
You know
innit?
someone who was that.
Multiple. What do you think happens on girls' trips? Fellas, listen, if your girl says to you she's gone on a girls' trip, and especially if you cheated, expect her to get you back. You know what I'm saying? So, and even if you never cheated and she's going on that girls' trip, you finished out here, man. You finished out here. She says girls' trip, you go. I'm just saying. That's my final thing on that. I don't know if you want to add anything before we move to the next clip, but yeah.
Are women ever remorseful, and do they always shift the blame?
Are they remorseful? No. Do they shift the blame?
Yes. Yeah, we kind of covered that already.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Put in the comments, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
I remember we done that podcast a while ago. Cheaters. We'll probably tag that so you guys can watch that as well.
Talking about a deep conversation that can be a big debate, and it's basically about
cheating.
Yes.
Shout out to all my cheaters.
Oh no. So basically, we just want to talk about the difference between a man cheating as opposed to
a woman cheating.
Exactly.
The double standard.
Right, because a lot of y'all men get in y'all feelings when a woman cheat because y'all say it's more emotional than the physical, because y'all men feel like, it's a physical thing.
Men are emotional cheaters
too. Y'all are a sensitive ass men out there. I know some of y'all.
Listen, enough with the macho shit, okay? Some of y'all cheat too because you feel your ego is crushed at home or whatever you have it. Like, y'all paint it out to be like women cheat specifically for emotional reasons, like, oh, he hurt my heart, so let me go cheat, or he doesn't look at me the same, let me go cheat. No, sometimes we just want some new dick too. Okay? Y'all don't want to hear it, but
and we were speaking about cheating and the stats, and we're breaking down some of our thoughts, but it was a good podcast. But in that said, let's move to clip number 2.
To be married, that's fun, but I would definitely be like, it would be definitely an open marriage.
Okay.
Because I can't, nothing wrong with people being with someone forever, but I'm not gonna sit here and really tell myself, okay, so I'm only gonna this one for the rest of my life. That's fucked up. It's not like we have body parts for a reason. Let's explore them. You know what I'm saying?
Like different body parts from different people.
Yeah, explore them. Like we're so many people in this world. Do we really want to one person forever?
7 billion people.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of for
It's crazy because like
And pussy. Like
and
what?
pussy.
It's like win-win.
That's the end of that clip. First thoughts, each to their own. Each to their
Yeah.
own. Where you at with it?
Ladies, do you feel like there's any point in open marriages? And fellas, do you feel there's any point in open marriages? I want to know what you lot think in regards to that, because she's saying she wants an open marriage if she was to get married, and she's also saying that, like, can you imagine just having one D for the rest of your life? That sounds like masculine to me. That's something I would hear from a guy. Like a guy says, I don't know if I can settle and have one punani, for the rest of my life, sort of thing. That, I don't know.
Yeah, modern women today are masculine and stuff in it. But let's say, okay, if we go by her logic, she said there's 7 billion people in the world, right? And there's more men than women. So let's split that in half. So let's just say, for example, by her logic, 7 billion people in the world, and there's 3 billion men, 3.5 billion men. So you're saying, of all these men, I'm trying to go through as much as I can. Now, with that logic, that don't even make any sense. Now, I have to think to myself, when I hear women speak like this, which I've heard, and again, as I said, each to their own, I'm not shaming, I'm just basing it off of, what she's saying. No shade to her. But how broken and damaged do you need to be thinking like this, to be in a committed relationship and saying that I can't see myself with one man for the rest of my life? No way, no how.
D for the rest of her life.
You have to be broken and quite damaged, in my opinion. Some may disagree.
Wants to explore. We have different body parts, and can we not explore? Can you not explore just your one man and you both exploring each other's body parts? Why has it got to be shared with multiple men?
What do you think women that speak that way are broken and damaged women?
Well, yeah, it has to come from somewhere. Why are you thinking to yourself why you can't have one D for the rest of your life? It has to come from somewhere. So why are you saying you want multiple?
Because
why would you want multiple?
For me, quality women don't speak this way. I know that there's social media and internet, and they push the whole multiple people in one relationship. Was it polygamy? Was it? I don't even know the name, but I can't remember.
Polygamy.
Yeah. So there's multiple people in one relationship, and they push that. That works for some people, but in today's society, it doesn't work because one person is always going to like the other person more. Jealousy, hating, BS. And when you look at it from a perspective of biology, men don't like to share their women. They're very territorial. So
if you're looking at in the sense of the man having multiple women, then men don't need to worry in that sense.
We're going to talk about that double standard soon.
Because the man has more than one woman, and that's what he wants. That's a dream for majority of men. That's why he'll have his girl and then cheat with other girls, because you want multiple girls.
But that's a male's nature.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
women are
before.
Promiscuous by nature, but women don't generally are meant to be sleeping around with multiple men, and by her logic, sleeping with almost 1 million men or half of those billions of men. That's a broken woman.
That's why I said she thinks in a masculine way.
Do you think society has something to do with that kind of energy from modern women today?
Of course. Plays a massive role.
Yeah.
Are modern women wifey material?
No. Men have to grab their passports. They have to vacate and go somewhere else. As Eddie Murphy said in Eddie Murphy Raw, man's got to go to the deepest, darkest parts of the woods to find a woman and stay there. Because if you bring her back to this society, man's finished out here.
Okay.
Because the way women speak, what we just heard,
Mhm.
that's not normal. That's not the norm. If a man can do it, so can a woman. People put in the comments, what do you guys think? If men are cheating, if men are sleeping around, doing their thing, can women do it? Now, put in the comments. I'd say yes, women can do it, but there's a trade-off. Men care about your past, women care about a man's future. So yeah, women can hide it, but the truth will always come to light. It will surface.
Yeah.
So you can always tell, like women, those kind of women, they say this. If a woman, this is some stats, I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head, right? So if a woman has more than 5 body count, she has a better chance of a long-term relationship, like 10 years plus. If a woman has more than that, then she's going to break up. She's going to find reasons to why, oh, I'm not happy. And women are very hit and miss. 1 minute she's cool, 1 minute she's calm, 1 minute she's hot, 1 minute she's cold. So women that have multiple bodies tend to not be able to sustain a relationship past a certain amount of time.
And they struggle to pair bond as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I have a question. Is there any point in a committed relationship in 2022? So obviously we're talking about modern women. Is there any point? Put in the comments if you feel there is a point or you feel there isn't a point of committed relationships. Because if you look at it and how things are currently, men are kind of giving up on relationships and committing to modern women. They're like, nah, forget it.
Well, if you want, okay, there is and there isn't. So, for example, speaking from the perspective of a man, if I want to have kids, maybe I don't necessarily need to be in a relationship. I want to have my lineage and my children. So I don't want to get married, or I don't think it's worth it getting married, especially in the West. If you were going to go down that route, it's probably best you go to another country and go abide by their rules where things are more normal and make a lot of sense. But the thing is this, if you're going to have kids in the West, you're going to have to pay all kind of child support. You run the risk of her, having a high body count, making poor decisions. One day you wake up, oh, I'm not happy, want to leave.
Yeah. But when you have kids though, and you want, for men, you want your lineage, you want, children and stuff, you would want the best for your child. So realistically, why would you want to impregnate women and then not be with them? Because how is that going to affect your children?
But we know that men stay in relationships. They try to make it work no matter how bad it is. It's the women that are quick to leave. Stats prove that, almost 80% of women leave relationships. That's how the cookie crumbles, right? Men will stay in there. They'll stay in sexless marriages, and even they got a little side piece, they will bash off, do what they got to do. They will stay. A woman will wake up one day, I'm unhappy. So I'm saying, to answer your question, if it's a thing of is there a point in relationships? It depends on your perspective. It depends on what you want. If it's a thing of I just want to be in a relationship just for the sake of having companionship and having a woman, you may as well buy a dog. It just depends on your circumstances. But I'm just saying, going by the logic of the last clip, which man of any form of good substance is going to accept his woman or wifey a woman with that kind of mentality? Put in the comments. Maybe some guys can say, you know what? If my chick has her OnlyFans, if she does let me think of a nice word.
Prostituta.
Yeah, she's a prostituta. She does all that kind of stuff, or she has previously done that. I can accept that. That's him. It takes a strong man. It takes a strong man to accept that. But in my opinion, any man of any form of substance, he's not accepting a chick like that. No way, no way, no way. But guys, I don't want to shame you. Put in the comments if maybe men has tried a thing, had the hope strategy and said, you know what, I'm going to take on board this woman that has her OnlyFans, that has had a checkered past, done her thing, and I realized it didn't work. And then you may have some guys that said, you know what, I tried a thing and it did work. Put in the comments, guys, what's your experiences?
It does depend on, every person is different. So yeah, you have to kind of look at it in that way as well.
Mm. So let's talk about last thing. Let's talk about double standard. Now, I said before, if a man can do it, a woman can do it. I agree. Since the dawn of time, women have been sharing their men. Men don't share their women. Yes, it's a double standard, but a man can love a woman, be in a committed relationship with a woman, go out and smash the next thing. A woman, when she's cheating emotionally. She's preparing to leave. Like, a woman ain't gonna leave you until the thing's all set up. Where it's like, you know what? Yeah, he's giving me the green light. I was chatting about this with my brethren yesterday. And we were saying the same kind of things. But dudes that are naive don't understand female nature. And I'm not saying all women, because you know you're gonna get the all police. Not all women, so you gotta highlight that, right? But I'm just saying women used to share their men. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But I'm saying at least if you're in a committed relationship as a man and you and your woman have an understanding of, look, as long as you don't embarrass me, as long as you don't make this public, as long as you don't give me no STDs, you don't have no outside babies, we good. We good. But I think certain kinds of men can kind of command that.
Yeah, it's definitely not
I'm just
all
saying.
men.
Not all men can. If you ain't that, then you ain't getting.
Idiot,
you ain't getting nothing.
idiot thing that.
But I'm just saying, women shared men. Men don't share their women. I know it's a double standard, but men ain't trying to take on board no women talking all that garden tour BS. No way.
Yes, ladies.
It's the truth.
They do not want a committed relationship with a lot of you. They just want to smash. They just see you as an easy. Do I want to even say that? They just see you as easy. I'm not going to finish what I was going to say.
Yeah, but you don't even need to be hoeing around and doing your thing. Most of the time, men just want to smash.
Yeah. But I'm saying, especially the ones who put it out there that they smash everyone.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, easy pickings.
Yeah.
Let me just go for you. You ain't going to play games. You smash everyone. Let me smash you.
That's true. It is what it is.
Over the girls who gonna play hard to get a bit more.
Yeah, but you got some women be like, listen, I may as well be a hoe because I've tried to play the card where I'm being faithful, round the way girl, cool, submissive, whatever, and I still get man treat me like an idiot. But you attract what you are. Sometimes. Oh, you might just be unlucky. It's food for thought. But yeah, that's my final thought on it. We got the conversation side. I don't know if you want to add anything more, your 2 pence before we close out.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel.
Yes. And black men don't cheat. We now know women cheat. But we got the conversation started. It is what it is. That's my final thought. And in that being said, see you in the next one. Peace.